So, as seems to be becoming a little bit of a habit on this channel, this is not the video that I was planning on coming out with today, but it's a video that I thought was kind of fun and interesting and cool, so I'm going to do it today because it's my channel and I do what I want. If you don't like it, please stay subscribed. I really need subscribers. What's up, you guys? Welcome to my happy place. So one of my friends asked me for my full name recently, and it reminded me of the fact that I already knew that my name is actually really interesting, and I don't think I've ever talked about it on the channel, so I figured I would do that today. My full name is Zachary B. Kaufman, very specifically Zachary B. Kaufman, and what I mean by that is that my middle initial is just B. There's no additional name there, and the reason for that is that my parents wanted my name to be Zachary Benjamin Kaufman. The only issue was they weren't sure if I would like the name Benjamin or even if I would like the name Zachary, so they wanted to give me an out, and the way that they did that was they gave me just a middle initial of the letter B, and what's convenient about that is if you go to any federal office with just an initial, you can actually just add the rest of your name onto there, and it will be legally binding. It's not like changing your name, which requires a whole legal process. It's actually really simple to just add on letters to your name. And so they figured if I really don't like the name Zachary and I really don't like the name Benjamin, I can just go into any federal office and change that name, and I can have the name that I want. So theoretically, my middle name could be Zachary Bartholomew Kaufman, or even better, Zachary Badass Kaufman. I have spent a lot of time thinking about the fact that that would be a fantastic name. Honestly, one of these days I might do it. Depends on if I run out of content. I might just make a video of going to a federal office and changing my middle name to Badass. The thing is, what's interesting about my name doesn't actually stop there. I also have a Hebrew name. All Jews have a Hebrew name that they're known by, and my Hebrew name is Zachariah Benjamin ben Yikasil Yehuda Zalman Leib Kaufman. I'm gonna break that down for you because I know it's a lot. Zachariah Benjamin is the Hebrew version of Zachary Benjamin. It's literally the same names, just Hebricized. The back half, Ben Yikasil Yehuda Zalman Leib, is actually referencing my father. My father's full Hebrew name is Yikasil Yehuda Zalman Leib. Ben means son of. So the full name would be Zachariah Benjamin ben Yikasil Yehuda Zalman Leib Kaufman. And I know that's a lot. For the record, it almost never gets used unless it's like in a religious setting, but that is my full Hebrew name. What's even more interesting about that is that I wasn't supposed to be called that originally. In fact, if two things had gone slightly differently in the history of my family, I would have been named something much, much worse. I hit the table and it... Quality content. You see, my name wasn't originally supposed to be Zachariah Benjamin or Zachary Benjamin. It was originally supposed to be Hananya Yom Tov Lipa. Conveniently, that name has exactly no English equivalent, and my full Hebrew name would be Hananya Yom Tov Lipa ben Yikasil Yehuda Zalman Leib, which is a lot. But the story doesn't stop there, because my name could have been even worse, because my last name is still Kaufman. However, about 250 years ago in the history of my family, there was a situation where the father of the family passed away, unfortunately, at a very early age and left his wife a widow. That widow, my great-great-great-grandmother, remarried to a man who actually helped her raise her two sons, and those sons were so thankful to the man who raised them that they actually took his last name, and his last name was Kaufman. Kaufman, if you're interested, in German just means merchant, so it's a pretty neutral name to have. A lot of German people have it, a lot of Jewish people have it. It's kind of like the name Smith would be for Americans. It's just a very neutral name. The thing is, the guy who's actually my grandfather was named Ublikush, which is an objectively pretty rough name, but when you think about the fact that my name could have been Hananya Yom Tov Lipa ben Yikasil Yehuda Zalman Leib Ublikush, it becomes infinitely worse. That means in my everyday life, the way I would be signing official documents would be Hananya Yom Tov Lipa Ublikush. All these things only happen because two very small instances in history changed things. My parents just decided they didn't want to name me that. There was no reason for it. They just decided they didn't want to name me it. And Ublikush, they just decided they wanted to take the name Kaufman. They didn't know the difference. Ublikush sounds like a 18th century milk farmer name. Anyways, that's the story of my name. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. I come out with videos every Sunday and Wednesday, unless I'm too busy, in which case it will come out at a different day. But for the most part, it's going to be Sunday and Wednesday. I'm going to keep saying that schedule until eventually I actually keep to it. If you want to follow me on any of my other social medias, all of that will be in the description down below. From my happy place, I'm Zach. Now go away. Oh, also real quick, there will be no Sunday video this week, as it is the holiday of Shavuos, which is a great holiday that I probably should have made a video for explaining it now that I'm finishing this video, but it's a Jewish holiday and it takes place on Sunday and I won't be around. So, see ya.